Escape the Night is the YouTube original's brainchild of Joey Graceffa and the Brian Graded Media, in which Joey and a handful of the biggest personalities on the platform come together in a set time period to work with and against each other in a battle to survive against the enemies and the challenges that they face, and as the name of the series suggests, Escape the Night. But with this all-star season featuring fan favorites and strong contenders who would have made it to the end, things are bound to get real crazy real quick. What's up everyone, my name is Ation Mitihepi and I'm a huge Escape the Night fan. Ever since season 2, I've been watching it and following along, as well as watching all the fan accounts and theorists attached to the Escape the Night fandom, basically giving them their thoughts, theories, ideas, opinions, and just basically whatever they want to make that's related to Escape the Night. I watched, I enjoyed, and I'm certainly excited to see this season be an all-star season coming on July the 11th on the YouTube Originals platform. But this video is not just me, or this video is not me talking about a theory that I have about what could or could possibly not happen in this all-star season, or me breaking down or analyzing an image, a trailer, a tweet, a poster, whatever or not. This video is just basically me giving my thoughts about this new season, because there's quite a few things that my mind thought about in terms of what this season could feature into, like how does season 4 work around the whole bringing back the fan favorites and strong contenders from the previous 3 seasons, since those 3 seasons were all set in 3 distinct separate time periods, as well as what would the dynamic of the contenders be, you know? Would they stick with the people that they were with in their respective season, or would they ditch them and create new alliances with others from other seasons? And lastly, I'm also been wondering who would be featured in this All-Star. Would it be fan favorites? Would it be strong contenders who could have made it to the end? Could have been those who didn't really have a proper chance to prove themselves and properly take part in the experience? I'll get into that later on, but anyways, like Philip DeFranco says, let's just jump right into it. Now, as I said before, this All-Star season will feature fan favorites and strong contenders and whatnot from the past 3 seasons. But when I learned that this season would be an all-star season, one of the first thoughts that came to mind was, how are they going to work around the fact that they will be coming from 3 different time periods? Because as I've said before, the 3 seasons were set in 3 distinct time periods. Season 1 was set in the 1920s, Season 2 was set in the Victorian age, and Season 3 was set in the 1970s. So how would they work around that little hitch in their plan? I'm guessing they're clever enough to already think of it and already come up with the solution, because in the end of Season 3, by the way, spoiler alert, Joey Graceffa ends up retrieving the crystal from the chest of the carnival master, who was the villain in that season, and basically plucks it up and learns that, or remembers that it has the power to bring back those who have fallen from the past, before it plays basically a montage of other players who may be considered strong contenders and fan favorites from the previous 3 seasons, all playing on the crystal, before ending with Liza Koshy saying the words, "Come save us." That was basically the match that sparked the flame and brought upon the All-Stars theory, which is no longer a theory because it's true. But regardless, back then, before it was confirmed to be an All-Stars, heaps of people were thinking like, oh my goodness, it could feature this person, it could feature that person, oh blah. For me personally, I kind of wanted to see a All-Stars versus New Blood kind of concept, because obviously, you know, it'd be nice to see the dynamic between those resurrected going against those who have just been brought in. But in particular, I really like the idea of some sort of conflict between the 2 groups, and seeing which one would dominate. Would it be the resurrection and therefore the redemption of the All-Stars fan favorites, however you class it? Would the redemption drive those of the All-Stars side to take over and conquer in order to win and escape the night, or would that in turn spur the survival instinct within the New Bloods to come in and basically try and channel their survival instinct into getting them across the finish line? But obviously that didn't happen as far as I can tell, because fun fact, I didn't even know most of the cast for this season. I do know most of them, but I'll do a video about it later on. But anyways, it seemed that they understood it because one other thing that came to mind was that this season could also possibly play with the concept of time travel, because some of the fan theorists and fan accounts have scoured the poster and noticed that the potential artifacts, which as some ETN fans know, the artifacts is what's needed to assist them in skipping the night. These artifacts don't necessarily have a overarching time period attached to them, unlike the previous 3 seasons. For instance, in the poster there's a sarcophagus, there's a dinosaur skeleton of some kind. Joey Graceffa himself seems to be being pulled into or coming out of a time warp hole, or kind of vortex kind of thing. So if it does turn out that they're playing with the concept of time travel in order to bring back the contestants and players for this season and kind of work around that little hitch, it is incredibly genius and a great way to work into the plot device that is Escape the Night. I'm running out of words at this point, so let's move on to the next point. Another thing about this new Escape that... What the... What the... Just gonna ignore that for a moment. Sorry, what was I up to? Oh yeah. Another thing that came to mind with this new Escape the Night season being an all-star season is the fact that it'll be featuring returning players from the respective seasons prior to this season, and it will feature fan favorites and strong contenders who may have won the season had it not been for other things. But with that got me thinking about what exactly the dynamic of those characters, or at least those taking part in this season's All-Stars season, what the dynamic would be like. Because unlike the previous 3 seasons, where it was just basically a random collection of personalities coming together within a certain time period, this season will feature those who have already gone through the experience and have an idea of what it's like to play the game, so to speak. For instance, if Alex Wasabi and Daystorm Power from Season 2 came back and still had that rivalry against each other, it could be safe to say that they may use that rivalry to kind of recruit and make alliances with those outside of this season. Maybe the likes of Rosanna and Lele Pons joining Alex's side, and maybe Tiala Dunn and Timothy Delaghetto joining Daystorm's side, and that in turn puts the two alliances against each other. Another way of looking at it is that maybe certain members from a season may ditch the group that they were in, or the season cast they were in with, and maybe go on to join an alliance with another cast member from another season and kind of make a inter-season alliance, if that made any sense. Or in other terms, they could also just, maybe those within a certain season may stick together because they know what the other person's mindset or game plan is like, or at least they're familiar with them, and so they'll use that as an advantage and kind of just stick with them and go off against the other 2 groups from the other 2 seasons. Regardless, what my point is that this is an extra level to this Escape the Night All-Star season, because we'll be dealing with people who have already gone through the seasons, their respective season, played the game as much as they could, and basically seeing how they would play this game, you know, with the knowledge that they now have from their respective season. Would they change their game plan? Would they be more intrusive? No, not intrusive, that's Tom Sanders, irrelevant. Would they be thinking more of what's going to be happening with them now? Are they going to play games ahead? Are they thinking ahead on all those kind of intricate details that they may not have first thought when they first played the game? So it'll be interesting to see how that would work. Yeah. Okay, where's my beard? What? And where am I? What is happening?
Um. Uh. Something weird's happening. I. Sorry guys. Something weird's happening here, and I don't know what, but yeah. Oh yeah, Escape the Night. That's right. Sorry, lost track of thought for a moment. So with Escape the Night, this season being an all-star season, my last thought is the fact that it is an all-star season. As I've said before, and then I'm sure I'll be saying it again in the future, it'll be bringing back fan favorites and strong contenders that would have survived their respective season had it not been for other things and other interactions. But when I heard that it was an all-star season, and in turn an all-star cast, it got me thinking about one kind of group in particular who I would kind of want to see come into this picture. Like I said, fan favorites, which are those who may have not succeeded or been the best players, but their own game plan and in turn their own personalities in their respective season kind of shaped how the game went, and in turn made the audience kind of enjoy seeing them journey and interact with everything that happened in their season. And then there's the strong contenders who would have most likely escaped and survived their respective season had it not been for intervention of other people's actions, or had it not been for other things to affect how they played the game or how they survived. But the other group that I want to see in this season of Escape the Night All-Stars are what I will call the second chances, or the ill-experienced, as I would best describe it. And this group of people are those who may have been taken out of the game prematurely, or may have not had the proper chance to experience or journey through what they could have gone through. So, for instance, for season 1, I would say the likes of Andrea Brooks and Justine Nazarek, aka Justine, because they in turn kind of left the game in a premature way, you know. And spoiler, by the way, Andrea got killed off by Justine, and Justine ended up getting buried alive, which, yikes. Season 2 saw Lauren Rihimaki, aka Lauren DIY, kind of get executed in the first challenge, and then we saw Tana Monjo, she ended up being sacrificed, and I guess in that sense, being taken out of the game because of Joey and Andrea's actions. And then in season 3, we got JC Kalen, who got taken out because of MatPat's ill actions, which I don't blame. And we also had, who else would have been? Roy Fabito, who would have probably played a bigger role in the game had it not been for Nikita calling him out. And of course, Colleen Ballinger, aka alter ego being Miranda Sings, how yeah, if you know, you know. So out of all of that group, I would like to see some of them come back into this All-Star season and basically be given a second chance to properly go through the game and see whether or not, had it not been for the other people's actions, they could have had as much chance, if not a better chance, of surviving their respective season, as opposed to maybe the strong contenders of those seasons or the fan favorites. So there you go, those were my thoughts about this brand new season of Escape the Night All-Stars, coming on July the 11th on the YouTube Originals platform, as well as Roku, in case you can't really afford YouTube Originals. But regardless of whether I had criticisms, comments, or concerns to this brand new season and my thoughts prior to now, I'm still excited to see what Joey Graceffa, Brian Graydon Media Productions, and everyone involved, I'm excited to see what they have to offer for this brand new season, and in turn, I'm excited to see who will be coming back in this All-Star season, because fun fact, I don't know the entire cast. I know some, well, I know majority of them, but I have not seen their costumes or how they will interact and find out about this new thing. So if you want to see me react to the trailer as well as the whole cast reveal, you can click on this video right over here. And in case you wanted to watch something weird, funny, or just something related to Escape the Night, because why not keep this train going, you click on this video right here where I made a little sketch about Escape the Night, because, you know, that's what this whole point of this video is all about. And if you're interested in the kind of content I create, which includes skits, vlogs, challenges, recap videos, and whatever comes to my mind, I highly suggest you consider subscribing to this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!